Welcome to the April 2026 Historic and Architectural Review Board meeting. Membership on this board includes registered architect Joe Phillips, Nick Nikolov, architect, real estate brokers Diane Hudson and Joe McGavin, residents and business owners in the Historic District Rodman Young, Connie Postupak, and Bethlehem's Chief Building Officer Mike Simonson. We thank you for coming and joining us in preserving our city's unique and historic architectural heritage. Mr. Phillips will describe the proposed changes, significant features of the building, and describe the standards that apply to each project. Approved changes to the district structures are based upon Bethlehem's Historic District guidelines and the Secretary of the Interior standards. Applicants are invited to present their proposal. Board members will ask questions or hold discussions with the applicant. Project presentations are limited to 45 minutes, with 5 minutes for each visitor to comment on the proposal. If you plan to comment on any of the proposals, please sign in on the sign-in sheet at the table. A motion is made and additional discussion may ensue before the vote is taken. The motion may approve the submission as made, approve it with modifications, or deny it with clear reasons why the proposal does not meet the standards. It may also be tabled with a list of clarifications needed to allow the board to make its recommendation on the certificate of appropriateness. Recommendations made today may be acted upon by City Council at their next meeting, typically the first and third Tuesdays of each month. No work can begin until council approval is received and permits have been obtained. Any corrections or discussion to the March 2026 meeting?
I move to approve.
I'll second it.
Sorry. Motion by Connie. Second by Diana. All in favor, please
Aye.
indicate by saying aye. Opposed? Motion approved.
If there are no conflicts from the board, we will proceed with today's applications. Any conflicts?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But proposed work, 449 Linden Street. Applicant owner of the property located at 449 Linden Street proposes to replace the existing aluminum and vinyl black fence and gate with a 16 feet 8 inch by 5 foot 0 inch brick garden wall and wrought iron topper, as well as a 3 by 4 foot wood gate on the Linden Street side of the property. The gate will be placed in the same location as the current gate. The applicant also proposes to replace the existing wood lattice fencing in the back or northwest corner of the property with a knee-high lower brick garden wall and wrought iron topper to coordinate with a brick wall proposed for the front of the property. The overall length of the north wall will be 15 feet 3 inches, and the overall length of the west wall will be 11 feet 3 inches. The total height of the new brick wall and topper, there were 7 feet in the application. Is it still 7 feet or is it 6? 6. Okay. Will be 6 feet to match the existing wood lattice fence height. Brick portion of new construction will not exceed 3 feet. Looks more like 2 feet in the drawing, I think, that you have. So, okay. Proposed materials. And I see they have a sample, but red brick sourced to match the historic red brick used in the construction of the dwelling. Wrought iron topper. I guess some of that's already been sourced from historic salvage to be painted Sherwin-Williams SW 6994 green black. This is the same color that was approved for painting of siding and other stuff on the house back in March of 2024. And the gate, again, painted the Sherwin-Williams, the wood gate painted Sherwin-Williams 6994 green black to match the architectural details of the house. That's about it. So we do have some additional information and some drawings that kind of clarify where things are.
I think out of that packet, if you take the last page and the first page and kind of hold them up together, it helps match what we're doing.
So this page and what page?
The very first
Sorry
page.
about that.
Okay.
But, yeah. So this page. Okay.
The first one is-
Okay.
So the, is it okay if I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Please.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Go
Go
for it.
ahead.
We need to hear what you're doing.
So let's talk about the front gate. So that's the top two photos, and the pink line in the front of the house. So essentially right now, as you can see in the photo, that's aluminum fencing with a plastic backer. We're essentially replacing that in the same spot with, again, the low brick wall, with that wrought iron topper. placed on
So
top.
is it this,
Yes.
this
Yeah,
is the
that's what it will
replacement?
look like. Yep.
Okay.
How high is that brick wall?
It's not to exceed 3 feet, essentially. It's sloped, in the front of the house, it's sloped, so
Mhm.
and we want the brick wall to be at the top to be level, so in some spots it might be a little bit higher, some might towards the north corner. Will be even lower.
But the gate itself was that was 4 feet high, right? So in all, it's not really higher than the gate. Okay.
It's essentially gonna be like for like what's there currently right now.
And is this the actual wrought iron topper that you guys have found?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we went to Old Good Stuff up in Wilkes-Barre Strand,
Mhm.
and we historically sourced it from a mansion upstate New York.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and it looked like it came out of a field. We had it restored.
Oh.
And then for the back of the property, since we're on the wrought iron topic, for the back of the property, we're having similar wrought iron to that fabricated to match for the back shelf. So
My question is for the back.
Yeah.
Not to you, to Joe, is do we even need to have anything to say about the one in the back? I mean, it's not on the street. It's not
It's not,
on
but,
the alley. It's,
I mean, you do see it. You look through the backyard and see it,
Right.
but you're correct. It's not like the front one that's as
Right.
prominent and on the street.
right. It's just nice to know
So-
that it's going in. You need a permit, but
we figured to add it, but
Right.
yeah, that's
So,
good.
I mean,
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that it's not something that,
I
okay.
would say that it's wonderful that, this is a salvaged piece,
absolutely,
historic, but given the location of that, if it's fabricated and it's new, you're not gonna tell the difference
Right.
from the street view. So
Yeah, our whole intent was to find a reclaimed piece for the front, because that's the most visible, and then, finding enough for the back to match was just like
next to a
impossible.
possible.
Yeah. So then we focused on just finding a piece for the front.
And it's simple too. It's not ornate.
Yeah, that's what's nice about it.
Yeah.
All right, so just so I'm clear, this lattice is coming down.
Yeah.
And then,
And that's in the back of the property. So that blue
Right.
line in the back corner, that's in the very back of the property.
right, and then by this, it says replace existing wood lattice fence with the low brick wall. This again?
So if you go to another page in there, it looks like this. That's essentially what it will look like.
Oh, I
right
see. Okay, all right.
on. The bottom was an attempt to draw the angle, but I'm not that good.
we get the idea.
So the circles in the top one are round, but these are more oval.
Yeah, it's just because
It's your drawing, okay.
Yeah.
They're all round.
They're on an angle.
They're at an angle. I try to give the whole vision, but
so you're not going to go out and apply for a job as a draftsman then.
no, I'm sticking with thinking.
And on Linden Street,
Yeah.
you show some kind of cap on top of the brick wall, kind of at the ends of the wall. What's that gonna,
It's all going to be the same brick.
okay,
So the whole brick structure will be all brick. There's no like flags. We looked at flagstone, but none of our house doesn't have that anywhere.
got it. So it's gonna stay all bricked.
All brick.
Okay.
But what are you referring to?
I was
Sorry,
looking
figured-
on this diagram here, on either side of the
Right.
gate.
So
It
you-
looked like there was some kind of capping on top. That's what I was
The
asking.
top of here is it has like a little line that'll all be brick, and then the foot, like where it says brick footer wall, that'll be brick as well. It's all
Yep.
the same
Okay,
material.
got it.
And then the wooden gate, will it be a solid wooden gate or will it be
Solid wood.
one piece?
Well, it'll be pieces of wood put
Okay.
together, but
And what kind of wood are you going to be using?
HARB. It'll be painted black. I think our, yeah, like oak or, yeah, he said walnut or oak.
Yeah.
Yeah, walnut or oak.
Custom out of walnut.
But you're intending to paint it as well.
Yeah, it'll be the same color.
Okay. Be beautiful.
Have an idea about hardware, exposed?
We're gonna try and get a metal knob of some sort to kind of look like the style of the front of our front door.
Yeah, like a iron, solid, very simple.
Latch in the back,
Yeah, the latch will be in the back.
and the hinges, will they be exposed?
Hopefully
the outside
not,
on
no,
It'll
the
be on the
inside.
back, because the gate is gonna swing inward, so the.
Hinges
so
will be on
hinges
the
will be
back side?
Yeah, you might be
You
able
probably
to
see
it
them on the
through,
side of
but you won't be on the side.
And they'll be painted in the same color.
The hinges will be painted too?
Yep.
And then we do have the brick. And so like if you look at, I know for those that came out for the tour, we showed you the brick, but our house it has like the typical Bethlehem soot all over the brick, and that's never coming off on the house. And so this matches the red color of our house, and then this is like the stained brick. So I don't know if you guys want this is the brick we're proposing here.
Is this like you're buying new brick like that?
Yeah, we don't have.
And it comes dirty already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
they had the carbon
that's
on it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Somewhere you mentioned in here Glenn Gary, right?
Yeah, it's on this
Can I
page
It's on,
too.
it's on the
Yeah,
original.
Glenn Gary.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yep.
No, no,
Oh, yeah.
check it out.
And then we also have the mortar here too. And that's to match the mortar on the front of our house.
How you know in here, but you can.
They lit it. Yeah.
I mean, people don't like that, but I think that makes bricks more durable, less water permeable. So less water soaks in.
Yeah.
Increases stars. and
Yeah, instead of,
that's-
I guess you could get the brick, right, like you can get it to match the house and then apply a stain to it.
Mm.
That makes it, Mason says that makes it less structurally good, stable, whatever.
The downside of that is if you'll get rain stains.
Yeah.
You know, if you have channels, that will, like the black will wash off.
Yeah.
And create, I mean, but it will be, it's how it's supposed to be.
Any other questions?
Oh, well, yeah, I do. At the corner, are there any pillars in the back wall?
That'll be a perfectly flat wall, no pillars, no piers, nothing. And again, the topper will be brick.
Okay, so there's no caps on any of that part of the fence. Okay, great. I'm ready to make a motion. Make a
One
motion
second.
to approve, are you ready, Joe?
1 second.
Okay.
I had a paper here.
You got a lot of papers
A
there.
word of, can I just, a comment, not a
please.
question? Not sure about, it sounds like your yard has a slope towards the north. Well, the northwest corners.
Well, if you're looking in the front in that photo, there's like a juniper tree. And so there is like and if you were to look at the
And that's
fence
higher.
closely, the fence does trend upward. We're gonna make that all.
Right, but the grade.
It's actually the northeast corner.
Yeah, northeast. Yeah.
The northeast corner is higher.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the site is sloping towards the house.
Yeah. Know if it really is, or if it's
It's
just
sloped- it's
how
sloped.
they install, like the ground. like,
Yeah.
they have to smooth it out.
So, yeah, just,
Yeah.
just, like on the side, not even for the record, but, right now water can go out through the fence, but
Mhm.
when you
It's a-
put
Yeah.
the brick.
No, it's a
you
good
know, so
point.
you don't create things.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's actually creating
Damming
some
up.
sort of like
Holes
holes
in-
inside of
yes.
it, both
Okay.
Yeah.
so that the rain on top can come out and then it can come out from our yard.
All right. Yeah, just be, be on the lookout, though, like,
Yeah.
make sure that the workers
Yeah, yeah, we have drainage actually in front of the house, like right there by our building.
I always like to cap, if it's a solid door, it's probably about 2-3 inches. 3/4 maybe.
Inch and 3/4 at least. Yeah.
3/4. So like no matter how well you paint, the top will be prone to erosion.
The end grain,
So the end grain, yeah. So you may want to run like a piece of flashing on top or something like that. The same goes for grout that is on the cap on the top. Because that will be probably 2 white sleep or something like that. So you will see exposed grout that will be concentrated. November to February wet. So that grout probably should be concrete fortified or sealed in some way because you don't have any
Barrier on top.
Right.
of it. But it will get 3, 4, 5. I don't know how long you're staying at the house, but that's prone to the grout will deteriorate. Not the brick, the grout will. So I don't know. You have to seal with the Jesus under the grout. I don't know how to. It's just the detail without a coping, without like a flashing or a stone, is prone to decay. Have a design. I mean, nothing to. That's just a side comment.
Mhm.
But be aware that that's going to require repointing if it's not.
I mean, our house is brick, so we just actually had repointing done on that
Right.
front. So we did.
Right. It's different on a wall than on a horizontal surface. It's much worse.
Yeah, like our water table on the front of our house has a flat surface, so that actually the same thing happened there. So we just had that.
So if you installed the brick on just a very slight angle, not like this.
It helps.
It would just,
It's the exposure.
most of them, most
Yeah, most
good
that you
guys,
see have like a
little-
slight angle like that.
yeah. That should help with the water runoff.
Yeah. I mean, it's still going to get the mortar joints, but
The more
Yeah.
joints,
that's
Yeah.
the nature of the beast. So.
Right.
I would mix Portland cement with the grout.
Do we have a second?
Who made the
I didn't
motion?
finish.
Diana made the motion.
She hasn't finished yet.
I finished my motion.
Oh, you
Alright.
did?
No, I was interrupted.
I'm sorry. I
How
thought you were
rude,
finished
rude.
Because you stopped talking.
No. All right,
Okay, let's
so
hear the
let's
motion.
start again. I move to approve the application for a certificate of appropriateness for 449 Linden Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, as it has been presented.
Thank you.
I can stand it up.
I'll second.
Seconded by Joe. All right. Motion made by Diana, seconded by Joe. Roll call vote. Connie,
Aye.
Diana, Rod,
Aye.
Joe, Mike,
Aye.
and Nick.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for all your work.
Keep up
Be
the good work.
beautiful.
Thanks.
So where'd you say you,
Compliments on the
where do you
drawing
put your
skills.
flowers in the wintertime?
So we have a
Did the-
garage.
The second bay.
Were this the pack that you had?
Yes, still.
You can, I just don't know.
They're all in there, so literally.
That's where
like,
my car's supposed to be.
March 15th.
You guys, do you want these?
No, actually, I don't even want. Yeah, I'll take some.
Okay.
Sure, if you don't want.
I make a motion to finish the meeting,
Adjourn?
adjourn, thank you.
I second that.
We all second that. Yeah.
Until it's first warm day.
Motion's been made and seconded. All- and who made
Thank you,
the-
guys.
Who made the motion?
I
I
am.
did, I did.
And who seconded?
I
Mike?
did.
Oh, Joe?
No, guys, April Fools. We were just kidding.